Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Jackson on first down. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Steps away to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 93 yards, and a score.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing is Jackson. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They run the counter. Dickerson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On second down and 4. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Oh, now and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. On first down, Dickerson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Right back to him on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 36 yards on the play. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Back to throw. Jackson.
And this is an example.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. They'll run on first down. Dickerson.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
That's complete. It's Collins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Looking to throw. Jackson. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. On first down, Dickerson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Jackson now down around his goal line. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20, 10, 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Play action. Now Jackson.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Back to throw. Jackson throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Looking to throw. Jackson going to throw right side here. Complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And he's going to keep it here. Knocks him over.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll run it. Touchdown, Ravens. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Back to throw. Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. On third down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Looking to throw. Jackson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back to throw. Jackson.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
That's good for a Raven first down. 15 yards there. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen. Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards 8. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now Jackson on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Collins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jackson, and he will get into the end zone. It's another. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't...
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
This will be caught inside the 10. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Looking to throw. Jackson almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
We play to win. Let's go.
He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 25 yards. So after giving up the touchdown, now what can this offense do? Can they strike back? We'll see. 1st and 10. And now running right through it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. And running with power here. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 25. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A very solid gain of 27. Jackson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle. Buying time to his left. Going right side here, and that's complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns. Point game. Now following the field goal, what can this... They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 12. A big play that time for the Ravens. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's got it. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great... We pick it up 2nd quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big... This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. To throw is Jackson. Throwing to start the drive. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Looking to throw. Jackson. Well, you had all half. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back to throw. Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 7-yard. 3rd quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. Here's Jackson throwing to start the drive. And this will be caught at the 30. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play. Looking to throw. And this is caught. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the third quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back to throw. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. In for the score. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position in. Jackson now on 1st and 10. He's going to fire one. They got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now Jackson on 1st down. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. On the move to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Jackson throwing on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. To throw is Jackson. Throwing to start the drive. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. Here's Jackson to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st down, Holly. Space to maneuver at the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We are in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And again this time to the tailback. A second broken tackle. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Dickerson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, they improved to 5-0 now on the young.